guys, it's Red and welcome to my channel. Welcome back, darling. Hello. Today we are going to be taking a look at a multi-million pound home on wheels.
On this week's episode, we're touring this luxury motorhome, the Performance S, built by Multimillion. And what's so unique about this motorhome is the fact that you can bring your supercar anywhere you travel thanks to its center garage design. Now, this model starts around 1.6 million euros, which is around $1,850,000, and the price goes up from there based on the upgrades that you choose. As always, you can find more information about Walkner and this motorhome down in the description of this video. And now, let's begin our tour.
Let's begin. So far, just looks pretty, I mean, it looks like it looks pretty cool, but it looks, it's like something that I wouldn't look twice at, if I'm completely honest. From the outside.
We're gonna start our tour at the exterior of this motorhome. I like the silver color, and they have some logos and graphics also throughout the RV as well. If you look on this side, you can see the massive windshield, and on each side you have these oversized side mirrors with cameras. And in fact, Mikey, right in the center we have additional camera and more cameras around the sides of the RV. That way you get that 360 bird's eye view from the inside screen. Now, right in front of me, we have this section here, and actually engine is not located here. Engine is located on the back, but this door opens up to the 10K generator, so I wanted to mention that. And like we said at the beginning of the video, this is their Performance S model, which is their top of the line motorhome. Now, Mikey, let's take a quick look here. This is our main entry, and I'm gonna talk about the details here in a bit. But first, I wanna cover the center garage. This design here is one of the most unique aspects of this amazing motorhome. You can actually park your car or your supercar right in the center. And what's so great about—
Sorry, things like this do scare me, because if you are just, traveling, driving, going about your life, right? What happens if the lever decides to not work one day? What happens then if you're on vacation, you've bought your car, you've bought your kids, you've bought your wife, you've bought all of the luggage, all of the things, and for some reason the car is stuck underneath the motorhome because it's just broken, right? What happens if things just break, right? Because I feel like you can't just go to your standard, people, like you can't even call up a friend that maybe knows how to work with cars. Like, you have to go to a specialist person that knows what they're doing to, your car could very easily just get trapped underneath.
And it's patented from Walkner Mobile.
Yeah, Ines and I came across this article a few months ago that had this RV in it, and we couldn't believe that there were RVs out there that had full-size vehicles that could fit inside of them.
Absolutely. In fact, in that article, they had a Bugatti Chiron going underneath this same model, which was super fascinating. And here we are in Germany.
Yeah, we had to come see it in person. Anyway, show us how this works.
This is super cool, Mikey. So you have a steel floor plate that essentially slides into the motorhome. And the way they accomplish that is through hydraulics, right? If you look here, Mikey, you have these steel legs that basically raises up the motorhome, so you have a better ceiling clearance. And after that, push of a button, your steel floor assembly slides into the motorhome, hydraulics raise up, and you're ready to drive off.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I didn't know anything like this existed.
It's amazing. I mean, you can bring your supercar anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Of course, it's amazing. Of course, it's an amazing bit of engineering, right? 100%. However, would I trust it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's so many moving parts to, like, the door has to move up, the steel flooring has to slide in and out, the whole motorhome has to lift up and down. Like, very, very, very easily things can break, and things can break at the most inopportune time. Because if you're using this motorhome, the last thing you need is for it to be breaking down, right? And it would just terrify me too much, you know. But also, if you take a look at the Porsche and you take a look at the motorhome and you take a look at that tiny little gap for the Porsche to go into the motorhome, you would also, I think, maybe feel the same way I do, in that you would be constantly worrying for the life of your Porsche, the safety and the intactness of your Porsche, because it's a very small space, very narrow, very, very tight squeeze, right? And yes, the motorhome lifts up and down. However, still, I would just be very nervous.
Now, Mikey, let's continue our tour. We have another storage area here, some outdoor furniture. I know you're gonna like this.
A little gas grill.
That's right.
Ooh.
Nicely built in. And going to the back of this motorhome, this is where we have the engine. Now, before we cover that, 3.5-ton tow hook, so you can bring your jet ski, four-wheeler, whatever you want.
Of course,
check this out, Mikey.
of
Ready?
course.
This is another distinct detail of this motorhome. So what are the advantages of having the engine at the back of the vehicle? Number one, cockpit is extremely quiet when you're driving, super smooth. Number two, because the engine is located here, you get a better steering angles and turning radius, because tires have more space to move around.
Also,
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. So because the engine is at the back of the motorhome and not the front, that means there's more space for more of the connection parts for the wheels to be able to move. Okay, got it.
curious, I guess with a full-size vehicle in the middle of the car, I'm sure your center of gravity is very balanced when you're driving. So I'm sure it's a much smoother driving experience.
You're absolutely correct. And then this is a Volvo engine, 460 PS, 460 horsepower. You have this section here where you have some of your tools nicely attached. Another great thing about having the engine on the back, easy to maintain. You don't have to go through the motorhome. And 460 horsepower, pretty amazing, 350 liter fuel capacity. Now, coming to this side of the vehicle, we have additional storage area. Again, more outdoor furniture. This is where we have the AdBlue. And now let's talk about the slide out. 50 centimeters deep, 10 meters wide. This adds 5 square meters of extra interior space to this motorhome. And look at the size here, Mikey. I've never seen a slide out this big.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to justify from the exterior, but once we go inside, it's...
Okay, I did say what I said in the beginning, which
clearer.
was that I wouldn't look twice at this thing. And the more that I'm looking at it, right? It's actually very nice. And you can tell this isn't your typical average motorhome.
Now, we have more additional storage areas here. These are some of your tanks and disposal lines, your fuses, all that good stuff. And vehicle comes with an 800 liter freshwater tank, 600 liter black water, 300 liter toilet tank. So it's super self-sufficient. We have everything you need.
Yeah, and a lot of you actually might be wondering, any RV enthusiasts out there, typically the space down in the bottom is utilized for kind of cargo space storage, where you put your suitcases, that kind of thing. But the interior of this is so spacious. They have full-size closets. They have so much extra space that I haven't seen on any other RV.
So much storage areas.
Yeah, so you don't really need that. And you can always, if you don't have a car, you still have plenty of storage space still.
Absolutely, Mikey. Well said. And this particular model right here was actually built for a Mini Cooper. Although we have a Porsche 911 here, with Mini Cooper, obviously you will get way more space here. You can put additional few bikes. You can access it from each side.
Yeah.
And this patented design here is such a unique aspect of this brand. Mikey, they have a video where they lift up the entire vehicle, so it sits on 4 hydraulic poles, right? The frame is so sturdy, even with the hydraulics raised and the vehicle lifted, all these components, doors, latches, everything closes perfectly, which means car doesn't flex at all. Now, continuing our tour, we have an additional storage area right underneath the driver's seat. We have the few batteries here. In fact, since we saw the batteries here, I want to mention right on top we have solar panels that provides 2,400 kilowatts of energy, and we have battery packs that has 1,800 amp capacity, which is amazing. And we have the front door right here. Mikey, check this out. You have few latches here for extra security. Corian steps takes you inside. I'll see you guys up there.
Let's go.
All right,
Take
everyone,
us in.
here we are at the cockpit, nice and spacious here. I'm 6 foot tall, and as you guys can see, ceilings are really high here, spacious, nice welcoming space. Now, I want to first talk about the cockpit. Mikey, let's get a close-up. You have this massive windshield here that gives you great visibility. All the surfaces are clad with Alcantara or leather, so it's nice and welcoming here. Upper cabinets, LED lighting, and since you sleep inside of this motorhome, you have automatic shades and curtains throughout the blackout space.
Of
And
course.
looking at the driver's side, again, it's very spacious. Seats are extremely comfortable. You have your touch screen here, and this car is also capable of adaptive cruise control, lane assist, emergency brake, all that safety features. And throughout the screen, you can pretty much control all the functions of the vehicle. Now, in terms of the seats themselves, they're heated, cooled, and check this out, Mikey. You also get a massage feature.
That's awesome. You got to have that.
A massage? Are you kidding me? So driving home, you can get a little warmth, you can get a little massage. I mean, you just walk in and instantly it feels plush. It feels expensive. It feels like the color is like marshmallow. You know, it just makes you want to just take a nap instantly. You know, it's just instant
You got to have that, right?
coziness.
Overall, driver's side is great, nice and spacious. How about your seat?
It's really comfortable, and I love how massive these
LEDs.
windows are. It feels like you can kind
Stunning.
of see everything, and you're so high up off the road. But
Exactly.
something kind of unique. I don't know if most motorhomes have this. Like right underneath my seat, where my legs would usually go, are the stairs. So
There's a motorized flooring there that covers that space. That way, when you have the motorhome parked, you can utilize that space.
A little
and,
rug.
It's just a nice safety feature.
yeah, it's really nice.
And Mikey, we got one more super cool detail here. Ready? I love this thing. So, obviously these chairs can be adjusted and turned to the other side. And we're ready for this?
No.
As someone who loves working like
What?
myself, can get some work done in this space here.
Yeah, so right behind me they have this little cabinet that has a HDMI and a few other plugs, so you can connect your computer to it. And it's a great little workspace when you're, at your campsite or wherever you park.
You have the perfect seat. You're a little bit detached from the seating area. Mikey, this is awesome. And when you're done, you put your keyboard away here. And then, let's lower this thing. There you go, it tucks nicely. And
Yeah, but does that not sound like that would get stuck? Does that not sound like that's gonna break at least a couple times on one journey, on one trip? That sounds a little dodgy to me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right behind the cockpit, we have the seating area. Very spacious. You can probably sit 8 to 10 people here very comfortably. You have the built-in dining table right in the center. And above that, this trim detail with LED lighting and built-in speakers. Overall, great space. And
This looks like super yacht interior design. Does it not? It has that feel of super yacht type. The interior. With all the wood, with the table there, with the seating area, it feels very super yacht vibes. Something that you would see like on a below deck or something, you
very
know?
warm.
Yeah, and earlier we actually closed the slide out on this side, and I was really impressed by how much space there is even when it's closed, or it's like in driving configuration.
Absolutely, you can still utilize this space even with the slide out pulled in,
Yeah.
which is amazing. And Mikey, right across from your seating area, push of a button, you have a motorized TV that comes up. Above that, you have all these upper
course.
cabinets, and down below we have more base cabinets. Now, Mikey, I want to talk about the window designs here. 2 awning windows that opens up so you can get some fresh air coming in. And check this out,
Lovely.
buck screen,
Ooh.
blackout.
I find it really
Ooh.
satisfying that that window perfectly clears the garage door also.
Absolutely, and you can just leave it open. It serves as a little roof,
Yeah.
even during rain. Now, we have another window on the other side, corian floors here. Another detail I want to mention. Ready, Mikey? That's a bar stool, but it also serves as a little side table. You have a carved in cup holder here.
I thought of everything.
They thought of
Okay.
everything, right? And I almost forgot this detail, but I just recognized it. This is a scale model of a same style RV.
Oh,
Look how
that's-
detailed it is on the inside.
That's so cute.
And it has a slide out too that comes out.
Even has a little coffee machine.
Exactly. And they have this exact model right outside of the factory as well. So they still have this RV. They still own it.
Very cool.
Now, that's it for the living room area. Mikey, let's go this way. Cabinetry continues. Beautiful wood veneer on the walls and throughout the cabinetry. And another detail I want to mention, Mikey. Look at the countertops here. There are these slits. Those are your radiator outlets. And look at these. Those are your air conditioning outlets. Nicely blended into the cabinetry and the countertops. So it diffuses air and blends it in nicely throughout the interior.
Yeah.
Now,
see, it's things like that that really is making the purchase worthwhile. It's the little details, I feel like that really just kind of stack up to the price kind of making somewhat sense, right?
Now, we have more cabinetry here. I love this glassware design with the racks, LED lighting. Below that, you have perfectly organized dish set that has their own custom locations, so nothing moves around as you're driving. And all the cabinets, Mikey, I'm sure you've seen it, all these handles lock, so you don't have any rattle as you're driving this vehicle. Now, let's cover the kitchen, which is super cool.
That's what I mean.
You literally have everything you need here.
Attention to detail.
Starting with the sink, you have your Corian countertops, induction cooktop, another awning window here, and Mikey, we need a close-up. I thought this was super cool. Dishwasher drawer above the countertop.
Yeah.
So it's nice and easy to access.
You don't usually see dishwashers in RVs, do you?
No, not only that, but I just like the cabinet one. I don't know, I almost want to put this in a regular home.
Yeah.
On an upper cabinets, just for convenience. And I mean, look at all this. They have spice racks here, mood lighting, and behind us, your Siemens oven, additional cabinetry, space is perfectly utilized, and of course, no kitchen is complete without a fridge.
You have to have it.
We have that here. Now, continuing our tour, you can seal off the common areas through this pocket door here, and look, there's no movement here besides the handle.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
So it's not gonna rattle as you're driving as it's tucked in. This is such a cool detail. We have to show this. It's currently not prepped, but those are small bunk beds that goes into cabinetry. So you can sleep additional people here if you would like to. As a memory.
I mean, that is really nice. That's pretty cool, actually. I wouldn't mind trying that out. Although it might be a little bit scary, I think, at first. Just kind of get in there and then have the door shut on you. There's a little bit of an experience, but practical. And if there's space for it, then why not?
And right across from that, first glass door opens up to your water closet. Corian floors goes all the way in. And in fact, Mikey, all the flooring throughout the motorhome is heated as well, so it's nice and comfortable. And this toilet here has every single feature that you can think of. It's heated, has a built-in bidet, all the controls are here. Behind that, you have a heated towel rack, which is super cool. And right here, Mikey, you have a nice vent. And they left the shower glass a little bit lower. That way, all the moisture can escape the shower and go through here. Now, before we check out the shower, right above us, we have a skylight that you can crank open. And just like all the windows, you have a blackout or a screen option if needed. Glass door number 2 opens up to the walk-in shower.
This
Corian base, chrome fixtures, rain head, this starlight ceiling detail, recessed lights. So you have a small mirror and a hanging shelf. And I mean, it's pretty good size. Again, I'm 6 foot tall and nice and comfortable here.
Yeah, I was blown away by the size of, I think also the fact that it's glass too. Typically they'll put like little doors on these RVs. It feels much more spacious than most do.
Now, what's so impressive about this bedroom is number 1, the space, and number 2, normally these
we get a little glimpse of Mikey there. Hello, Mikey. Hey.
motorhomes that have the built-in garages, they end up putting the garages right at the end of the motorhome. And sometimes that makes them compromise the ceiling heights or the space in the bedroom setup. But that's not the case here. We only have the engine. That's why this bedroom is so spacious. Again, just like the living room area, you have a motorized TV that pops up, 2 awning windows with the same built-in screen, and blackout shades. Again, nice and spacious room. Right above us, we have this built-in starlight detail with a skylight right in the center. And Mikey, you can actually open the skylight even during rain because it lifts up straight. That way it's still covered, but you can get the ventilation. And obviously we have the blackouts here, screen, all that good stuff. And look at the cabinetry in this bedroom. You have cabinets everywhere, and you have a lot of space to hang your clothes. So like behind this full-size mirror setup here, that's additional cabinetry. I mean, this is incredible. They literally utilized every single space in this amazing motorhome. Now, so far we saw the exterior and the interior, and I think what's left is we should take this thing for a ride.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. No NS review is complete unless we take it for a ride. Here we are on the roads of Wuppertal, and this motorhome rides so smoothly. It's incredibly quiet here. Again, thanks to the engine being located on the back. Views are amazing. This massive windshield really elevates the experience here. Front cabin is very comfortable, very spacious, and we have Max, who is the owner's son, driving us around. I don't know, life is good, we can't complain, and this motorhome certainly delivers.
Well, stunning, stunning, stunning motorhome. I feel like we can all agree. Very, very plush. Very, very plush. Very. It's an instant feeling that you get when you walk in the motorhome and you see the cream white marshmallowy bouncy sort of ness everywhere, you know, the sofas and the chairs and the bed, and the floor is like a crispy, shiny, nice white color. And then you have the orangey sort of brown wooden cabinets everywhere. It's just a really nice theme. For me though, I just don't see a situation where you would feel like you would need to take your motorhome and also your car with you, you know, because it's kind of like if you're doing the motorhome thing, you're kind of doing it typically normally as a vacation, unless you're really committing to the lifestyle and you're living in the motorhome. It's typically normally sort of for recreational usage. I can't see there being a situation unless you are living in the motorhome where you would need to bring your car along with you. So in that sense, you know, at least a few £100,000 were spent building the inbuilt garage for your car. Right, so taking that into account of like it kind of being pointless, you kind of go, maybe I would just get a little regular motorhome, right? Maybe I don't need this, because realistically, if you're not bringing your car in this motorhome, then why would you buy it? Because that's the main reason you're buying it versus other motorhomes. Right. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, then you know what to do. But otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video.